Hello everyone, welcome to this channel, and today in this video we will be discussing UPSC Polity questions in PRELIMS 2018. So the first question was related to polity was, in the Federation established by the Government of India Act 1935, the statutory power were given to the Governor General, because here in India after independence too we have three lists in the seventh schedule. These are union list, state list and concurrent list, and the statutory power is always vested with the union. And at the time of 1935 of the Government of India Act, the Governor General was the, you can say, as the union government itself. So the option B will be the right answer for that. The next question, consider the following statement related to the Aadhaar number or Aadhaar card. The first statement is Aadhaar card can be used as a proof of citizenship or domicile. This is a wrong statement. Aadhaar card has written on its card itself that it is not a proof of its citizenship. So the first statement is incorrect. The second statement, once the Aadhaar card are issued, it cannot be deactivated or omitted by the issuing authority. This is also a wrong statement, because Aadhaar card can be deactivated if the person is not alive. So the option A is the only right answer. Option D is the right answer here, because both the statements are wrong. So the next question which was asked, the question number 3, the right to privacy is to protect an intrinsic part of the right to life and property, liberty, personal liberty, which are following in the Constitution of India correctly and appropriately imply the above statement. The right to life, because this question was asked because the Supreme Court opinion in August 2017 was their news for Article 21, which related to the right to life. So right to life, that is Article 121, is providing the right to life, right to privacy. So option C is the right answer for this question. Question number 4, International Labour Organization Convention 138 and 182 are related to. This is related to child labor. The convention number 138 says that the children shall not be eligible to work till they attain the minimum age of 15 into any kind of industrial work which is hazardous to their health. So, or till the completion of their elementary education. And 182 prohibits the children from working in the worst form of labor. So these are the two conventions of International Labour Organization related to child labor. The next question, question number 5, with reference to the election of President of India, consider the following statement. The statement number 1 says that the value of vote of an MLA varies from state to state. In this question, we have to remember the formula of the President of India's election, and the value of vote of an MLA is calculated by the formula the total population of that particular state divided by the total number of legislative assembly seats, total seats in that particular state into 1000. For example, if we take the example of Haryana state, here the population is 2.5 crore and the number of seats in legislative assembly are 90, that into 1000, so this will gives me the value of this is C, this is crore, 10 raised to the power 6 or 10, 7, it's 7. So this will give me the value of vote of an MLA. So it will definitely going to vary in every state, because every state has different population and have different seats in their respective state, so it will definitely going to vary. So the first statement is correct. Next statement, the value of vote of MPs of Lok Sabha. Here the MPs, all the MPs of Lok Sabha and all the MPs of Rajya Sabha, because we know that the value of vote of an MP equals to the 708. And how it is calculated? It is calculated by the total value of MLA's votes divided by the total strength of that parliament, and by doing that we get the answer 708. Here Lok Sabha has the majority of the members, like 545, and in Rajya Sabha it is 245, so this is more than that. Hence the MPs of Lok Sabha, the value of there is more than the value of MPs of Rajya Sabha. So both statements are correct here. The option C will be the right answer for this question. Question number 6. Consider the following statement. Number 1. No criminal proceedings will be instituted against the governor of a state and a court during his term of office. This is correct statement because the President of India and the governor of any state in India shall be immune from any criminal proceeding in any court of law. So, and the second statement, the emoluments allowances of the governor of a state shall not be diminished during his term of office. This is also correct statement because except under Article 356, under Article 360, where the financial emergency provisions there, the President of India can reduce the salary of High Court and Supreme Court judges, except that it will, you can say, cannot lower down. Though governor is not a, you can say, vacancy under or appointment or recruitment under the you can say union or central list, so it will not be diminished during his term of office. So both the options are correct here. The next question, that is question number 7. With reference to the Parliament of India, which of the following parliamentary committee scrutinize and reports to the House whether the powers to make regulations, rules, bylaws, etc., conferred by the Constitution or delegated by the Parliament are being properly exercised by executive within the scope of such delegation. This is the by the Committee on Subordinate Legislation. And what's the strength of this committee? 15 members from Lok Sabha and 15 members from the Rajya Sabha, and it was constituted in 1953. So I'm letting you know the rest of the committees. The first committee is on government assurance, and this is related to the checking the assurance given by the ministers on the floor of the House during their course of during their annual meeting, or whenever they are present in their session of the parliament, because minister used to do assurance and giving fake promises on the floor, we will do that, we will do that, but in reality they will not doing that. So to check that assurance, this committee on parliament, and the strength of this committee is 15 members from Lok Sabha and 10 members from Rajya Sabha, and it also constituted in 1953. Next, rules committee. It standardized the rules of the procedure of the House. Okay, and the strength of this committee is 15 members from the Lok Sabha and 16 members from the Rajya Sabha, and in these committee the ex officio chairman is the speaker in terms of the Lok Sabha, and the chairman, that is the vice president of India. Based on that, business advisory committee, this will, you can say, check the timetable, at which time what the legislature will do, which type of question at what time. Means timetable related to activities will be done by the business advisory committee, and the strength of this committee is 15 members from Lok Sabha and 11 members from Rajya Sabha. And again, the Lok Sabha, the speaker will be ex officio chairman, and the 15 members is including the speaker, not excluding. It is included in itself. Next, in 11 members in Rajya Sabha, the Vice President of India, that the chairman of Rajya Sabha, he is also included in that. So we have discussed it, the strength also. The next question, which the following statement is correct. Number 1, the Speaker of Legislative Assembly shall vacate his office if he is to be member of the assembly. This is absolutely correct, because speaker is the member which is chosen from the largest winning party in that particular election. If that particular legislator is no more a MLA or MP of that particular house, then he has to vacate his position from the house, and then he will not be a speaker of that legislative assembly. And the same is applicable in the Parliament of India, in the Lok Sabha. Next statement. So first statement is correct, he shall vacate. Second statement, whenever the legislative assembly is dissolved, the speaker shall vacate his office immediately. This is absolutely wrong. He will not immediately resolve or vacate his office. He has to resign from his post. He will vacate his post until his oblique her next successor join the seat. So option A is the right answer in this question. Ninth question: if the President of India exercises his power of provided under Article 356 of Indian Constitution in respect of the particular state, then this is simple right question. Article 356, that is the presidential rule. In presidential rule, the state assembly will not be working. The Parliament of India will be working. So Parliament will be working. All the power of legislature of the state shall be exercised by the Parliament of India. So option 2 will be the right answer for this question. Next question, number 10. The Parliament of India can place a particular law in the 9th schedule of Indian Constitution. This is absolutely correct. The 9th schedule was added by the first Constitutional Amendment Act of 1951, and this is the first amendment to the Constitution, and this allowed the government to put any law which they feel they can put in this 9th schedule, and this was, you can say, excluded from the judicial review. But in the 1973 case on the Bharti case, 24th April to 1973, after that Supreme Court ruled that what that any law which is added in 9th schedule from that day onwards is subject to judicial review. So second statement is wrong, first statement is right. Option A is the right answer for this question. 11th question. Consider the following statement. In the first Lok Sabha, the single largest party in the opposition was Swatantra Party. We do not, this is a very factual question. We may or may not know this answer. So we are assuming that we do not know this question. In the Lok Sabha, if a party does not have a minimum of 75 members, its leader cannot be recognized as the leader of opposition. The strength is 75. But we know that in 1969, the leader of opposition, the strength was fixed at the 10% of the total strength of the house. Okay, 10% of this 10% of the house strength should be there. In Lok Sabha, the total number of seats are 545, and 10% of it gives me the 55 value. So the total strength should be 55, not 75. So option C is wrong. If I eliminate this option, this statement 3, I'm left with only statement number 2, which is the right answer for this question. Number 12 and the last question from the Indian Polity section, asked in the UPSC PRELIMS 2018. Which of the following reflects the appropriate relationship between the law and liberty? First statement: if laws are more, there is less liberty. Law more, liberty less. This makes a sense, but we have to find out the most appropriate relationship. So statement B: if there is no law, law is zero, then liberty will be there liberty? No liberty. So statement 2 is the most appropriate answer to this statement. And that's all for this video, and we have covered up to 12 questions in that particular video. Thank you very much.